The cafe on Maple Street was buzzing with quiet chatter and the hum of the espresso machine, but at the corner table near the window sat a man who didn't seem to belong. Dressed in an elegant gray suit, a sleek watch gleaming on his wrist, he stared into his untouched coffee. His name was Ethan Cole, the CEO of Cole Industries, one of the city's biggest tech firms. On paper, Ethan had everything: wealth, power, and prestige. But behind those calm gray eyes was a man who hadn't smiled genuinely in years. He had lost his fiancée, Clara, in a car accident 3 years ago, the night he had planned to propose. Since then, every birthday, every holiday, and every Valentine's Day had been nothing more than another reminder of the emptiness he carried. Today was one of those days. The day he was supposed to attend his company's annual charity gala. The same event he and Clara once planned to attend together. And the same event where everyone would again whisper behind his back, "The lonely CEO still can't move on." Ethan sighed, pushing the cup away. That's when he noticed a young woman walking past the window, clutching a folder tightly to her chest. Her clothes were simple: a faded blue coat, worn boots, and tired eyes that carried stories of struggle. She paused outside, staring at the "Help Wanted" sign in the cafe window. Her name was Lily Harper, a 25-year-old artist struggling to keep her life together. After her mother's passing, she had been working 2 jobs just to pay rent and take care of her little brother. But art was her dream, painting was the only thing that gave her peace. She stepped into the cafe nervously, asking the barista if they were hiring. But before she could finish speaking, she heard a calm but deep voice from behind her. "Excuse me." She turned. Ethan was standing there, his expression unreadable. He hesitated, then said quietly, "You look like someone who could use some help, and maybe, so could I." Lily frowned slightly, unsure. "I'm sorry." Ethan took a deep breath, pulling a small envelope from his jacket and placing it on the table. Inside was $500 in cash. "I need someone to pretend to be my date for a company gala tonight," he said softly. "Just for a few hours. No tricks, no expectations, just someone to stand beside me. I'll pay you for your time." Lily blinked, stunned. "You want to pay me to pretend to be your date?" Ethan nodded. "Yes. It's complicated." Her first instinct was to refuse. It sounded ridiculous, almost desperate. But when she saw the sincerity, the quiet ache in his eyes, something inside her shifted. She needed the money badly, but more than that, she sensed this man wasn't dangerous, just lonely. After a long silence, she whispered, "All right. I'll do it." That evening, when Lily stepped out of the car in front of the Grand Hotel ballroom, everyone turned. Dressed in a simple yet elegant rented gown, her natural beauty shone brighter than any diamond in the room. Ethan offered his arm, and she took it, awkwardly at first, then with surprising grace. Throughout the night, people whispered and smiled, some out of curiosity, others out of envy. Ethan's employees had never seen him smile the way he did that night, soft, genuine, and almost boyish. When the music started, he leaned in and asked quietly, "May I have this dance?" She smiled shyly. "You're paying me to be your date, not your dancer." He chuckled, the first real laugh he'd had in years. "Then consider this one on the house." They danced, slowly, gently, 2 broken souls moving together under golden lights, as if the world outside had vanished. As the night went on, Ethan opened up, telling her about Clara, about the guilt he carried, the sleepless nights, the emptiness. Lily listened, her eyes filled with compassion, not pity. When he finished, she placed her hand on his and said, "You're not broken, Ethan. You're just human. We all lose people we love, but that love doesn't die with them. It just changes where it lives." Her words hit him harder than anything else had in years. For the first time, he realized that maybe he wasn't living, just existing in the shadow of the past. When the gala ended, Ethan walked Lily back to the car. The air was cold, and their breath fogged in the streetlight. "Thank you," he said quietly. "You made tonight bearable." Lily smiled softly. "You made my week possible. So I guess we both helped each other." He handed her the envelope again, but she pushed it back gently. "Keep it. I don't want to be paid for this anymore." Tonight felt real. He froze, staring at her in surprise. "You sure?" She nodded. "Maybe you don't need someone to pretend to care. Maybe you just need someone who actually does." Then, without another word, she turned and walked away into the night, her figure disappearing into the snow. Dash dash dash. Days turned into weeks. Ethan couldn't get her out of his mind. Her laughter, her kindness, her honesty, it haunted him in the best way possible. He found her again, this time at a small art exhibition downtown. Her paintings were breathtaking, scenes of rain, loss, hope, and light. And there, in the corner, hung one titled, "The Night I Saw Him Smile." It was a painting of him, standing under the golden lights of the ballroom, smiling faintly as he looked at her. When she turned and saw him standing there, her eyes widened. Ethan smiled softly. "I don't need to hire a date anymore." She laughed gently. "Good, because I'm kind of expensive now." He stepped closer. "Then maybe, I'll just buy the painting." She smiled again. "Too late, it's already taken." He frowned slightly. "By who?" "By me," she whispered, looking into his eyes. "I painted it to remind myself that even the loneliest people can find light again." And in that moment, under the soft glow of her art, Ethan realized something. That night at the cafe wasn't an accident. It was fate. Two broken hearts met not to fill each other's emptiness, but to remind each other that kindness can heal even the deepest scars. Dash dash dash. Ending narration YouTube outro style. Sometimes, life gives us unexpected moments, strangers who walk into our world and change everything without even trying. So if you ever feel alone, remember, your story isn't over yet. The next chapter might begin with someone you haven't even met. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Heart.